Hey Leos, how y'all doing? Welcome to the Crow Tarot. We're going to be doing your first half of March general reading. Before I get right into it here, I have got to give a big shout out to Black Rose Tarot. If you guys have not already subscribed to her, please, when you're finished watching this, go over to Black Rose Tarot's channel and subscribe. She gave me a personal reading recently that blew my mind. It blew my mind to the point where I am still picking up pieces of my mind from off the floor. That is how much she blew my mind. Her attention to detail is quite literally out of this world. So please head over to her channel and subscribe. If you vibe with me and all of this hot mess over here, you will definitely vibe with her. So, hey Black Rose, that's my holler out to her. And all right, let's get right into it, Leos. We're gonna start off with an animal energy, like I like to do. So let's see what the animal energy is for my lovely lions for the first half of March. Ooh, I feel like a lot stirring up. I just got a bit of nerves in my tummy. Time of change, a lot popping off. I can feel it. Okay, what's the animal energy for Leo, please? Yo, my God. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Y'all got the snake. Ooh, let me speak on this. I know about the snake energy. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So the snake is about healing and the transformation that healing requires, but also the transformative effect that true inner healing has, okay? They're drawing my attention to something. Okay, so when a snake sheds its skin, that is when it is most vulnerable to predators. It goes to a dark space, you know, in a crack or a cave or wherever, in a confined space. As it sheds its skin, it has to rub up against these rocks and cracks. It's very uncomfortable. Okay, just like change and transformation healing can be. That's not always a walk in the park, okay, when we're healing, but it's when it's at its most vulnerable. But it's about what follows that. You get this fresh skin when the skin finally gets off, and it's a beautiful thing, right? I do feel like, you know, if this is coming up for you guys around this, I feel like that's where you've been, that's where you are. But I want to place emphasis on what comes after it. And think about it. When this snake comes out and has its brand new skin, it's like, wow, okay, because what is the snake really doing during that time? It's being the hermit. It's really being the hermit, quite literally, going into an enclosed space and really, because it's something that we have to do, at least in this context, in private, right? So this is very much hermit energy for me, but this is beautiful because this denotes a lot of change and transformation and healing, like I said. But this is doing so in a way that is going to yield a very powerful and positive change after it. Seriously, this is beautiful. I love that this came up for you guys. All right, let's get some tarot. I love it when the snake energy comes out. It's an energy that I'm intimately familiar with, so I love to speak on it whenever possible. All right, let's get a tarot. What's going on for my Leos the first half of March, please and thank you. Yep, yes, absolutely. We got the Five of Wands here. So this is an internal struggle, can also be an external struggle, right? This can be, you know, competitiveness within oneself, as well as in an environment of competitiveness. So what I'm hearing here is to say that comparison is the thief of joy. So if you're in a position, or you have been, or you're about to be, in a position where you are comparing your own life and where you are to others, I'm hearing social media. If any of you guys are on social media, and you know, on social media, people present the reality that they want others to see. It's very rarely what's actually going on, right? They present a certain way, and you just have to keep in mind, if you're on social media and people are posting and you're seeing them living their best lives and you're looking at your own situation like, dang, someone else had a baby, someone else is getting married, oh, someone else is off in Paris doing the do. You know, just be careful of that. It may be a time, because you are in this place of like transformation, to step away from social media, because that's what they're telling me through this. It's going to result in a kind of inward conflict within you. Again, comparison is the thief of joy. Okay, that's what I'm hearing here. And then that car honk, I don't know if you heard it, was like the period on the end of that sentence, little car honk there. Yep, let's get another one. My lovely Leos. What else is going on for y'all? Wow, I love it. I love it. So we got the Four of Pentacles. So this is sitting tight and right, but it's also, this is not a very active card. It's kind of like hanging on to what you have. It could even be a point where you are processing, right? Kind of taking stock of what you've achieved thus far and where you want to go from here. Again, this is tying back into the snake, tying back into the Five of Wands here, right? This is a really important time for you. I feel it. I feel it so much. This is a very important time for you guys to really, I think it's an equal balance. You're being called to look at the past so that you can see where you're going, but it's also very much about a present energy of taking stock about where you are now and really mining what comes up for you emotionally and really investigating the source of it. Might need some like heart chakra meditation or heart chakra, really giving some attention to the heart chakra, because it does feel like what you're going through right now and the way that you're perceiving things, you might be perceiving things through a place, for some of you, through a place of ego. And I don't even know if you realize you're doing it. The ego is sneaky that way. Now, we need our egos, okay? We need our survival instinct, and we need to know, when not to go walking through a dark alley late at night. Our ego can serve us in that way, where it's like ego and intuition work together, and it's like, keeps us on the up and up. But we really need to make sure during this time that you are just assessing what works and assessing what doesn't through a place of intuition. The snake is also very much about intuition. Very, very much about intuition. This is not a time to go running off into the hills, right? And like fast moving energy. But I'm going to tell you something. The fast moving energy and new things is what's going to follow the snake energy. I feel it, right? Let's see what else is going on. What else is going on for my Leos? What's going on for my Leos? Oh God. I mean, yeah. Temperance. Balance. What was I literally just saying? So, yeah, so, this whole deal right here, right? Going through this transformation and allowing yourself, giving yourself the time and space and comfortable place within which to do this healing and introspection and introspective work, right, is going to lead to balance. If there's anything in your life emotionally or whatnot that you are resisting, remember, what you resist persists. If there's anything that's keeping you up at night or bugging you, right, it's time to face it head on in a loving way. Be gentle to yourself in this time, right? You're shedding this skin. It's important. A lot of beautiful things are going to follow this time, okay? But Temperance is also talking about really giving yourself the time for you, right? I would very much recommend kind of staying off of social media if you're finding yourself triggered by what other people are posting or saying. That's what's coming up, okay? Because you know what? When we do achieve a place of balance, that's when we manifest. That's when we manifest what we want. If you're sitting here like, why haven't I found love yet? Why can't I find the right job? Why can't I find my dream home? Whatever have you. It's because there's an imbalance that's going on. And the more you are able to first identify it, you gotta identify it before you do anything. To first identify it and then address it head on and take steps around that, that's when you're gonna manifest, right? Love it. Okay. Let's get some clarifiers here. Let's do it. But before clarifiers, coffee. It's what keeps me balanced right here in this mug. Okay. Let's get a clarifier for this Five of Wands. What's going on with this Five of Wands for my Leos? Please and thank you. Wow. I'm obsessed. Okay. So we got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is my single lady or single fella and loving it card. Oh my God, it's exactly what I said about the social media and asking those questions of like, why haven't I found my person yet? Why aren't I posting photos of, my baby shower or whatever it is, whatever this is for you. It's going to be different for everyone. But this internal struggle and the external struggle has everything to do with you being satisfied exactly where you are with what you have. And remember, the more that we are grateful for what we already have, the more we will manifest to be grateful for. That is what these keys are saying right here. So this is speaking of a discontent with where we are. I feel like if we have single people watching this, or even if it's like your energy isn't single, there's someone on your mind from the past or whatever have you, it is causing this kind of like, internal conflict that is manifesting in external ways, right? Okay. Let's get a clarifier for this lovely Four of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on. Why is this Four of Pentacles here for my Leos? I mean, absolutely. Okay, come on now. Get organized. Okay. Eight of Cups, y'all. Hey, I'm sorry about the glare. Good Lord. Eight of Cups. Walking away from people, places, things, situations that no longer emotionally serve us. Remember how I said that this was an energy of sitting right and tight with it without making any active movement at the moment? That's what needs to happen right now, because there are things in your life that are imbalanced, and it feels like this is an emotional situation. But it's more about like how you feel about what's going on from an emotional standpoint. Does that make sense? It feels like we need to put a Brita filter in each one of these cups and just clean the water of our emotions. That's exactly what this feels like. So before you go on and enter into a new relationship, or actively pursue dating or a new job or a new home or whatever have you, got to go through this. Hermit, healing, transformation time. Because like attracts like. I want you to really ask yourself about where you are right now. Would you want to attract a situation, whether that's job or person, towards you that is in energetic alignment with where you are right now? Or would you rather, pull those things towards you that are in energetic alignment where you want to be? Does that make sense? Check your Brita filter. When's the last time you changed it? Listen, this is not easy work, what I'm talking about here. This is not for the faint of heart, but you're being called to do this right now, and this usually happens before you get a lot of what you want. But in order to get it and manifest what you want, you've got to get into that vibrational alignment of receiving. And that comes through being grateful for what you already have, right? Okay. Let's get one for this Temperance key, shall we? What is this Temperance card here? Oh boy, okay. Oh, wow. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Inner truth, right? Again, going back to what is not in balance. It feels like you going inside and being the hermit and going through this healing. Please be gentle with yourselves around this time, because there is gold. There is gold at the end of this rainbow. But it feels like in order to access it fully, this is like inner truth. This is going to be, I think you're going to have either a major realization or a series of realizations if you just take time out to be the snake, go into a cave and be quiet and do this healing work on your own. Abraham Hicks, I just heard Abraham Hicks. Could be a wonderful resource for some of y'all, right? And I also want to point this out too. We got a hawk here, and hawk is all about seeing things so clearly to the point where it can be uncomfortable. And sometimes when we really discern and we see clearly what is not working in our lives, right? Then we are obligated to make changes around it. That's sometimes why we want to keep our eyes closed, because this stuff is really hard. But there are going to be some really important self-realizations, but I'm hearing also realizations about the environment within which you are currently in. You're gonna be like, oh, it's not just gonna show you what isn't working, but it's also going to verify and affirm what is working. That's the Temperance. That's what that is. Okay? But achieving this place of balance and taking time for yourself right now is going to bring in these realizations that are going to be such a healing balm and are going to require you to take action. And then you're going to manifest all the things. That's what I'm getting here. I want an oracle card. Let's see. Let's get an oracle for you guys around this. And then I want to get Archangel card. That's what I'm feeling for today. Okay. What message should we got for my Leos around this healing and this time of transformation? You know what this feels like? So anyone who's been in the theater world, I come from a theater world, so that's my lingo. It feels like the stage manager has called 5 minutes to places. Like the show's starting in 5 minutes. And they're like, calling five to places, and then you say, thank you, 5. This feels like the universe is telling you, like, 5 minutes till showtime, get into place, because things are going to be popping off, and you're going to wish that you took this time for yourself to really discern what isn't working, so that you don't have to repeat patterns that haven't worked for you in the past. That's what I'm getting here. All right. What's going on with my Leos? It's an oracle message for Leos. Please and thank you. Oh, buddy. Tsunami wake up call. Wake up call. This is exactly what we've been talking about, you guys. You are going to see very clearly what is and is not working, which is going to require you to take action, proactive measures to right what is in imbalance. For real, I was feeling this earlier. The next full moon, I don't know when that is off the top of my head, but the next full moon feels like that this could be a time where this really pops off. And I think it's going to hit you like bam, like a tsunami, you know? Just like that, right? But it's going to be a beautiful thing. Just remember that this is necessary to get to where you're going next in order to manifest what you actually want for your life, right? Wake up call. Listen, you can't fight the tide. You can't fight a tsunami. You just gotta let it wash all over you and trust that you'll still be standing at the end of it, and you will be. This is important. This is meant to happen now, and it's all good. Let's get an Archangel card around that. Absolutely. Tsunami. I'm hearing it again. What you resist persists. I keep hearing that. Okay, let's get an Archangel from Leos, please and thank you. That wants to come out. Ah ha ha. Okay, let's talk about it. So we got leadership. Archangel Gabriel, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. I'm obsessed that this is coming out for you guys because, okay, if any of you were sitting here listening to this and going, but why? Why do I have to go through all this to get where I want to be? This may only be for a few of you what I'm about to say, but it feels really, really important because Gabriel represents using the throat chakra, communicating well and bravely, even in the face of dissenters. Part of the reason for some of you that you're going through this transformation is so that you can turn around and whatever which way help others who are going through the same transformational process. Sometimes we really do have to go through things so that we can turn around and help others through the wisdom of our own experience, right? But I'm also feeling for some of you too that, because I was feeling this a little bit earlier about the throat chakra. Being a little clogged, but this is also about inner truth as well, and really, using your voice on yourself. Ace of Swords, right? But I really feel like you're going to come out of this time and really manifest a lot of wonderful things, and you're going to look back and you're going to have people. Oh my God, I just got something. This is so funny. Do you remember what I said about comparison being the thief of joy? And some of you may be on social media kind of feeling the green envy of like other people and what they have popping off, and it's kind of holding a mirror up to what you don't have. Let me tell you something. Remember, it's embrace the ebb and flow of things, because those same people, you don't see what's really going on like behind the curtain of social media. And I feel like they may come to a point where things aren't so great and suddenly the posts slow down or they kind of take a change, right? And you're going to be in this place of like, oh my God. Wow. They were presenting this reality that I'm now seeing is not, I'm getting a very specific thing. where someone maybe posted that, you know, they met the love of their life and they're going off to Paris and blah, 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 blah. And then you hang out with them a few months later and you're like, oh my God, how's it going with the love of your life? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm a little embarrassed that I posted that because that definitely did not work out. And this happened and this happened and this happened. And then you're going to be able to sit there and go, oh, you know what? I was triggered by what you posted. It was really holding up a mirror to what wasn't working for me. It highlighted what I actually want. I went through this process where I took time for myself and didn't compare myself to others. And now I can sit here from this place and go, you know what? All's gonna be well. It may be time for you to show them how to heal like you did. That's probably only for a few people, but it came up, so I gotta speak on it. But again, Gabriel represents using the throat chakra. Also represents musicians too, if anyone watching this is a musician. Okay, you guys? All right, Leos. That was your first half of March general reading. I so hope that this was of help to you. And that it resonated with you. If it was and it did, I am available for personal readings again. I did take a little break. She needed a little break. But now I'm back in action. All that info's in the About Me section. With that being said, Leos, thank you so much for being here, my lovely lions. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.